In today's video, we're going to be covering exactly how you can increase your online store conversion rate with your e-commerce website. If you're under 3%, then you're definitely going to want to pay attention to this video and take as many notes as possible, so that way you can start getting more sales with your store. And I've gone ahead and put together a checklist of all the items that you need from this video, so be sure to check off each box as you go through this with me on this video today. So let's go ahead and get into it. So here we are. I have the checklist broken down on the right-hand side, and then we're going to be going through a website and actually breaking down each piece that you need to have in place, so that way you can start seeing more sales with your store. So many people miss so many things with their online e-commerce website, and they'll start running ads and wonder why they're not getting conversions. And you might get tons of traffic and not many sales, or you might even be trying to scale up your store from 50 to 100K and seem to be struggling to break past that mark, and it could be due to your conversion rate on your website. And having a good website impacts the overall awareness around your brand and how people perceive your brand as a whole and decide whether or not they want to buy from you. So here we are on Bloom's website, and we're going to be going over the things that they're doing right and seeing if they have all of these items that we have on our checklist today. So one of the first things that we want to pay attention to when we land on a home page is making sure it's very focused, demonstrates exactly what you're selling right away, has a strong call to action, and additional conversion rate points that will help people decide whether or not they want to buy. The first one being is a special offer banner. This is simply a banner at the top of your website that calls out an offer, whether it's free shipping, whether it's 10% off, or special samples that you can receive. This is where you want to mention this information. You always want to have a banner at the top of your website because people will know right away that, hey, you offer these things. So the special offer banner is the first thing that we want to check off our actual list. And then we want to look at the menu. Do they have a clear logo? Yes, they do. Do they have geolocation? If you sell to different countries, then you want to make sure that you have an app that automatically locates where the person is and then shows them the currency based off their location. This can help with conversion rates, because if you have somebody in Canada who's buying your product and it only shows in USD, well, you're going to want to make sure that converts over so people know exactly what they're buying. And then the next thing is having a simple menu. Sometimes people have really big menus. They have their logo and then they have a bunch of items underneath, and it takes up like half the screen, believe it or not. You want to make sure you have as little padding as possible on your menu, so that way you get straight into the point on your product page. You want to remove the home button if you have one and just use your logo as the home button. This will free up more space for you to add other important information like your shop or learn more or contact us. So you want to have a simple menu. Then you want to make sure your homepage is product focused. The first thing is having your products either on the right-hand side or on the left-hand side. And it's really important to make sure that you don't have anything in the background where your actual headline and call to action is. So you want to make sure you have a call to action that directs people to purchase. So that way, as soon as they land on your homepage, they can click to go buy your product. And then you'll want to have some reviews if you have them. This is great for credibility and having a very strong headline. So they have all of these things. It's very product focused. It's not just the bags. It actually shows them using the product and putting the ingredients together. This helps people understand exactly what it is that they offer. And it says your favorite lattes made good for you. So we now know these are lattes. And we can purchase this product and then make this at home. So they do have a strong call to action button. So if you don't have this button, you want to make sure you either have like shop now, shop best sellers. And then on your homepage, as we go down, you want to have some credibility by having some logos. If you've been featured in articles, if you've been featured in the press, on the news, or have your product in a specific store, this is going to help you build up credibility and let other people know that your product's been featured in other places, which can help people trust your brand. And then we want to have the shop the best sellers. The reason we want best sellers first is because when new people come to your website, they haven't heard of your brand or product before, you want to show them the items that all other people are buying the most. This is going to increase your conversion rate because more likely than not, people are probably also going to buy the bestseller items because it appeals to a wider market. So they have the website reviews, they have the credibility, they have the best sellers. Let's continue to go down the website. Next, they have their features and benefits. Features and benefits are really important for demonstrating your product value offer, and this lets people know why you're different. What's different about your product against your competitors? People want to know this. Otherwise, they're just going to go buy from somebody else. So they're plant-based, they're certified organic, gluten-free, they're less than $1 per cup. So this could include pricing, it could be your ingredients, it could be your shipping times, it could be you know, the actual way that you make it, the story even. And these things appeal to a specific audience, and they have multiple different options here. And so people will gain a liking towards this product if they resonate with these benefits. So they have the features and benefits call out. Then they have the reviews banners. This gives more credibility. It allows people to know what other customers have experienced. Do they like the product? Is it authentic to what is being marketed? Is it exactly what it is that they say it is? And you can see that these are verified buyers, and they can read the reviews and gain more trust. And as we go down, they have a 30-day money-back guarantee call out, and then they've been featured in Dragon's Den, and then they have an option to build your own ritual. And then they have their footer. And in their footer, they have a special call out, get 10% off if they submit their information. This is great because you can build up your emails, you can send SMS. A lot of people say like, join our newsletter. I would definitely change that. Put in a reason why people should submit their information. If they're gonna give over their name, email, phone number, you need to give them a good enough reason to do so that way they can redeem a reward. They'll feel valued and be excited about actually submitting this. Then they have their shop and menu items here. They have the contact us, a set up a return. They have their ambassador program. You want to make sure you have menu items in your footer, because if somebody makes it all the way down to the bottom of your page before buying, you want to make sure they can click on an option and go back to another page, so that way they can continue down this conversion rate process. A lot of people underestimate the home page entirely, but a lot of people visit this page and want to learn more information, and this is where you can deliver all of it. So they have a contact us. They have their privacy policy, terms of service. They have more information around how to contact. They don't have any payment badges, it looks like, down here. I would definitely recommend adding your payment badges so people know exactly what payment offerings you have, so that way they can purchase based off which payment they want to use. And they have an email pop-up. This is good to capture information. And now let's go to their product page. So here we are on the product page, the add to cart button loaded on first view. That's really important. You want to make sure the add to cart button is very visual. A lot of times people have their add to cart hidden, or it's hard to see. When I'm hovering over this add to cart button, it's white. If this page loaded and the add to cart was white, my eyes would not gravitate towards the add to cart. It would go towards something else. And if I wanted to purchase, I'd have to look for the add to cart. Whereas here on first load, it captures that attention immediately. And if somebody's already convinced and buying, they're more likely than not to click add to cart, which will increase your add to cart conversion rate numbers. Then we have everything broken down from the reviews. So that's good. Strong call to action and very clear headline for their product. They have this nice call out that says 83 cents per latte. So if people are complaining about price, this helps break down the buyer objection. They have multiple payment options. So Afterpay, Sezzle, different payment options, ShopPay. These are good for people who like to split up their payments. This can actually increase your conversion rate. So if you don't have these options, you definitely should add them, because it can very much so help the entire process. Then we have our description. They have their ingredients. I'd probably break down the ingredients more in bullets, but this is pretty simple. And then tastes like. So this is pretty good idea. What does it taste like? Because ingredients are one thing, but actually sharing some more information around this could definitely help with their conversion rate, since they're selling something that you actually drink. Then their product image is focused. Sometimes people would just show their packaging. If your product is edible, drinkable, consumable, you want to make sure you have that actual image showing it right next to your product packaging, because that'll visualize it for people, so that way they can get a better idea. Then they break down their ingredients and benefits. These images can be made in Canva. They're super simple. You just go to Canva, add your product image, and then you just type in product callouts around it. Then they have a nice branded visual here. Everything is very consistent, showing their product. And then they have their packaging, ingredients, which a lot of people miss. They miss the sizing, and then a special offer at the end of this, which is very nice. Then they have their subscribe and save. So let's go ahead and see product focused images. They have at least 3 to 5. They actually have more than that in this case. That's good. And then they have their tabs for description. If you have clothing, you want to either have a sizing guide. If you have a model in your image, you want to mention the model's info. How tall are they? What size are they wearing? So people understand exactly what it looks like on somebody else. Your ingredients, if you have that. A shipping tab is always great. And then as we go down, we can see their add to cart. They have frequently purchased together. This is considered a cross-sell. It'll increase your AOVs. It'll open up your profit margins for you. So they do have a cross-sell. So that's very good. As we scroll down, they have these 3 callouts. These are great on e-commerce websites. If you don't have these, you should definitely add them. Free shipping on orders over $50. So now we know if we just add one item to cart, we're definitely going to need to add another if we want to get the free shipping offer. Comes with a free receipt ebook. Definitely incentivizes people more, just because it's a simple thing you can put together for free. Doesn't cost you anything. Then they have a 30-day money back guarantee. In case people are nervous about testing out the product or don't want to spend the money, this could definitely help them. So they have the 3 offers called out, very focused product page. So they have icons, that's definitely on here. They have benefits and callouts. We saw that from here, from these features and benefits. Add to cart button was on first load for desktop. Let's see if it was on first load for mobile. So it wasn't on the very first load for mobile. As you scroll down, you have to see it. Definitely recommend having your add to cart button pop up within the first view. They could probably remove a little bit of padding here and consolidate some of this information to get that to show up. And when we're looking at the website, they definitely have consistent branding throughout. You can see with their colors and branding that it's very cohesive, holistic, and put together. It is mobile optimized. As we go down on the product page, they have more features and benefits. They have a special review. They have a little fun fact checker and even how to use the product, their steps and guides. Then they have some reviews from people posting on Instagram. They have an FAQ. FAQs are good to answer any common questions people have. As more people purchase on your website, as more people reach out to your chat support, they're gonna have questions. And if they constantly come up, add them into your FAQs because this can help people understand what they're buying. So we have the chat support. They have a tutorial-based section. It's not necessarily a video, but a GIF or GIF can work for this. They do have a small menu and they're not wasting any space with padding. A lot of times people underestimate padding. They have too much padding between their menu and their product image. If you have a lot of space there, it can definitely impact conversions because it pushes everything down. You want all this information to load as closely to the top of the page as possible. So that way on first look, people get all the information they need. So definitely make sure you fix your padding if it's too much space. Do they have a product and price comparison? They have a price breakdown, so that definitely works. Can you bundle these items on their pages? We'll have to check. But if we hit their shop, we can see that they have different categories. So they definitely have bundles. There they are right there. They have collections. That's good. Bundles increase AOVs, bundling multiple items together. People like to buy lots of different options. They do have a footer with the menu, color swatches / flavor swatches. They don't have that on this website because they have their products broken out by product page. But if you had different flavors or different color options, you definitely want a color swatch. They do have high quality images. 1080 by 1080 is standard sizing. If your images are different sizes and your images bounce up and down each time you click through, that can definitely impact conversion rate. Let's see if their add to cart has an offer. Perfect. So they have slide cart and they offer free shipping if you spend 25 more. They have an in-cart upsell, so you could add this to cart. And now we've unlocked our free shipping and we can even add in some samples, which are free. So this is definitely going to incentivize people a lot more to purchase. There's a special rewards system up here in their cart, which is going to make people want to buy or add more items to cart. Just like we saw, I added a lot more items just by seeing this. So we do have add to cart offers with rewards. Now let's look at their shipping times. Doesn't look like they mentioned shipping times on here. That's definitely important to have. So they haven't had a 100% success rate on this, but they have a lot of information. Doesn't look like they have payment badges either. Do they have bulk orders or subscriptions? Yep, they have a subscribe and save option. This is great because if your product can be purchased multiple times, having a subscribe and save is definitely going to increase your lifetime value from a customer. Let's see if we can find the shipping times. That doesn't look like it's on here. That's definitely a common question people have. Just based off what I'm seeing, it looks like they don't. So definitely want to make sure you have your shipping times mentioned. Do they have an about us if people want to learn about the business? Here it is. Yep, about us. You can learn about the brand, what their mission is. Definitely good to have an about us page so that way people feel more connected. All right, so they pretty much had just about everything on this e-commerce conversion rate checklist, which is really good. The only thing I would recommend them to add is really just the payment badges and shipping times. And just by having these items alone, they scored pretty high. This could definitely get you over a 3% conversion rate, even as high as a 5 and 6% conversion rate, believe it or not, which is definitely going to help you with your ads and organic. Anytime you're sending traffic to a website that's well optimized like this, you'll definitely see more conversion than not. And if you want this actual e-commerce conversion rate checklist, definitely make sure to click the link below this video so that way you can get access to this and see exactly what you score on this as well. And if you're wondering what theme you should use, I came across this theme the other day. A friend had recommended this to me. This isn't affiliated with us. We don't make any money off of this. It's a pretty expensive theme, but I have to say from all the websites I've seen using this, you can definitely check off a huge majority of this list without having to have any additional apps. And they make it super simple and provide you with all the easy ways to design your website. It gives a much better lift to your overall brand. The themes on this thing are pretty incredible. If you just look at the demo stores, like it's pretty insane the way that they give you all these icons and options to design. This can definitely give you a totally different look with your overall product and homepage. This is something that can help increase conversion rates pretty significantly. So definitely make sure to check this out. I've seen a few websites now using this. All of them are above a 3% conversion rate, which is pretty great. This gives you a very good look, especially as a D2C brand. It's going to help increase your conversion rates for sure. So definitely make sure to check this out and let me know what you think about it. And if you're interested in joining our one-on-one mentorship, definitely make sure to DM me the word mentor at @RealChaseChappell on Instagram, where we're happy to help you with not only your Facebook ads, TikTok ads, organic viral marketing strategies, but even go over your Shopify store with you and make sure you have all the right information, what copy you should write, helping you understand exactly what callouts are most important to share, how to structure it in the right way to get a much better conversion rate, so that way you can ultimately hit your goals and scale up your actual online store. And once again, it's your favorite digital marketer here at Chase Chappell. Cheers and bye all.